Hello everyone, SilberTurbos back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Rzr turbochargers. So in front of you we got the factory Rzr turbocharger and the Silber Turbo water-cooled replacement turbocharger. The Silber Turbo turbocharger comes complete with everything you need to bolt onto your car. So it comes with the complete turbocharger, wastegate actuator, coolant fittings, and water lines to hook into the factory cooling system. So again, the footprint of these turbochargers are very identical on the outside, just internally they have changed quite a bit. So we'll start with the exhaust side of the turbocharger. The factory run uses just a cast steel exhaust manifold, where we run a stainless steel manifold, which will keep it from rusting and corroding, just makes a lot nicer appearance on the car. So going to the center section of the turbo, we run an oil and water cooled center section. You can see this fitting here. This allows the engine coolant to run through the turbocharger to help it run cooler, and it doesn't allow the heat to transmit from the exhaust side into the compressor cover as easily. So that allows for a cooler charge air temperature. The compressor side, the inlet is enlarged a little bit to allow our larger compressor wheel. Again, comes complete with a wastegate actuator, and we'll talk about sizing here. So the factory turbocharger uses a 36mm inducer on the compressor wheel and a 50mm exducer, and the Silber Turbo replacement uses a 43mm inducer and a 60mm exducer. The turbine wheel has also changed. The factory turbine wheel is a 40mm exducer and a 44mm inducer, where the Silber turbocharger goes from a 42 to a 48mm inducer. And we also remove one blade, so the factory turbine wheel has 11 blades, we use a 10 blade. This allows us to flow a lot more exhaust gases through the wheel and lowers the back pressure and the EGT temperatures when operating the turbocharger. So it also allows the turbocharger to create a lot more boost, run higher boost pressures than an OEM turbocharger. Internally, we have an upgraded thrust bearing, so this will prevent your turbocharger from actually wearing out. The factory turbocharger, once you start running more than 17-18 psi boost on it, it'll start getting a lot of shaft play, which will be axial play, where the wheel moves back and forth this way through the turbocharger. That means your thrust bearing's wearing out because of the excessive boost pressure you're running with the turbocharger. So the Silber Turbo replacement runs a 360-degree thrust bearing, and that's more of a high performance setup. It's allowed or designed for a lot more boost pressure, bigger turbine and compressor wheel. Again, it's not going to fail like the factory turbocharger does. So that's like 95% of the failures of these factory turbocharger is the thrust bearing wears out, and it causes a lot of slop in the wheels, and they eventually hit the housing, and then the turbocharger just destroys itself. Again, the Silber turbocharger comes 100% complete, ready to bolt on. It uses a factory turbo stand to bolt back onto the car. All the heat shields fit on the turbocharger with the same mounting points, and the downpipe, everything, same bolt pattern, uses all the same gaskets as the OEM. So this turbocharger is very similar to like the new Rzr Pro XP turbocharger that uses the same feature, the water-cooled compressor cover or center section on the turbocharger. So again, a lot more high performance setup, and this is designed for anyone looking to tune your car, crank up the boost, where these factory turbochargers really kind of max out that 17-18 psi boost range. So if you're looking to crank your boost up on your Rzr Turbo, definitely look into the Silber Turbo water-cooled replacement turbocharger. We offer it as just a factory replacement. You can buy just a turbocharger, or we offer a complete package where it comes with intake tubes, charge tube, the turbocharger, a tuner with our tunes on it. So making anywhere from like 180 to 200 plus horsepower to the wheels with this turbocharger and our tunes. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask. We do stock these turbochargers most of the time. We sell a bunch of them, but most of the time we have them in stock ready to go. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email. We'd be glad to help you out. Thank you guys. One more thing, guys, I just want to show you so you guys can compare it yourself, see the differences between the factory center section and the Silber Turbo center section. You can see our compressor wheel quite a bit larger. We use a billet aluminum compressor wheel, which is a lot stronger than the cast wheel on the OEM turbocharger. Turbine wheel, again, quite a bit larger and can flow a lot more because we remove that one blade, so it allows a lot more exhaust gases to flow through the Silber turbocharger. So thanks again for watching the video. Have a great day.